Hello students. In this video, we are going to discuss about the R program for chapter number 4. And in chapter number 4, we are discussing the estimation. Estimation, in particular, we will discuss about the interval estimation for the true mean. Okay. So before I start, little I want to explain you about the normal curve. Okay, so there are two type of things. If n is 30 and greater and a sigma is non, clear, sigma is non, then we will use the z test. That means the normal distribution z test we will use, z concept we will use. But if n is less than 30 and sigma is unknown, sigma is not given, even the sample standard deviation is given, then we will use the t-test. This is the one thing. Okay, because we are evaluating the confidence interval for the mean, so here my friends, it will be a two-tail test. So right tail will be here and left tail will be here. Okay, so this is the thing. Clear? This is the first thing. Okay, so if this is like say this the confidence level is 1 minus alpha. So here alpha by 2 will be the right tail and alpha by 2 will be the left tail. Okay. So what is the first thing? First thing we need to calculate the critical value for the question. And what is the critical value here? The critical value here is z alpha by 2. So z alpha by 2 we need to calculate. And what is the code for z alpha by 2? In the R program, the code is q norm and 1 minus ALPHA taksim 2. Why taksim 2? Why divide 2? Because the shaded region, the rejection region, this is called rejection region here. Clear? This is called rejection region. So this rejection region is on the both sides. So the alpha is divided into two parts. So we are using alpha by 2. Okay. So this is the thing about the estimation interval. Interval estimation, we are using two-tailed test. Okay. All the test will be two-tailed. Okay. Please remember in the interval estimation. Okay, so let us read the question number 1 and then we will solve the R program for this. An agency found that in a sample of 50 retired men, how many people? The retired men total people are 50. So n is equal to 50. Because n is equal to 50, so we will use here Z test. Okay, this is the thing number 1. So let us write the values here. N is equal to 50. Okay. The average number of jobs they had during their lifetime. Average number of jobs they had during their lifetime. The X bar is equal to 7.2 and the population standard deviation sigma is equal to 2.1. Find the 99% confidence level. Confidence level means 1 minus alpha. 1 minus alpha is 99%. 99% means 0.99. So alpha we can calculate directly. Now what is the question? Question is find the confidence interval. Find the confidence interval for what? For mean. This is the question. Clear? So here first we will start by typing the data on the R program. So n is equal to 50. The second value is x bar is equal to 7.2. Then sigma is equal to 2.1, 2.1, and then alpha is equal to ALPHA, alpha is equal to 1 minus the confidence level 0.99. Okay, these four things we need to calculate. Okay, so what is the first thing we need to do? First thing we need to find this Z alpha by 2. This value we need to calculate Z alpha by 2. This Z alpha by 2, we call it critical value, or you can write here, here's fund. What is the first thing we need to find? Find critical value. You can write it Z alpha. Clear? Or you can even, if you want, in chapter 5, I explained it as a CV, critical value. Okay, so both the things you can do, it is up to you. Okay, so first we are writing critical value. Critical value means Z alpha. Z alpha is equal to what is the means formula? It is Q naught 1 minus ALPHA, and we will divide by 2. Why we are dividing by 2? Because it is a two-tailed concept. Okay, we are using. So ZALPHA, Z alpha, if you will find, the answer is coming 2.57. So, my dear friends, here in this question, this value here, if you will see this value here, this value is 2.57. Okay, and similarly here also this value is minus 2.57, because both side it is there. So here this value will be plus, here this value will be minus. So there are two values, positive as well as negative. Clear? Okay. Now what we are calculating? Now the next is find the standard error, means the maximum possible error, double ROR, error in estimation. So what is the formula for error? Error is equal to Z alpha multiply sigma, standard deviation, clear, divided by square root n, SQRT and n. This is the formula. Oh, I put, sorry, I need to write a small s. So it will be, this is 0.7649823. This is the error. Okay. After calculating error, what we need to calculate? We need to calculate the confidence. Calculate confidence, INTERVL, confidence interval. How to for what we are calculating confidence interval? We are calculating confidence interval for mean, population mean, mu is equal to, what is this? It is x bar plus c, bracket start, minus e comma plus e. Because if you remember the formula for this, uh, means if you calculate the formula for this, so this is x bar minus e and x bar plus e, this is. So whatever is the margin of error, this margin of error is 0.6749 maximum error. Clear? So this will give you the, means this should be minus e plus e. Now if you calculate this is the confidence interval. Okay, start from 6.43 and at 7.96. But like say, if teacher is asking you display the result correctly, so then we need to use the command cat, and you can write here the new line. So the answer will come the one line after, so display will be very good. Okay, and whatever you want here, what we need, the interval estimation for mean is equal, and give little space, control this, enter, this is. Now what value we not want to display here? We want to display this value mu. So if we want to display mu, so type mu here. Clear? And if you want, you can type the new line again, inverted commas close and shift. Now if you will see, the answer is displaying properly. What is this? That the interval estimation for mean is, what is the interval estimation? This is the, so here you can tell only the value of mu, but here it is displaying correctly that the value of mean is this one. So my dear friends, there are three things in this question. The first thing is to calculate the critical value. The second thing is the maximum error, or you can call it the margin of error. And the second thing, you are getting the interval estimation. Okay, these are the three things we are calculating in the question here. Okay, so this is one of the thing. Now, if we read the question number two is a recent survey of 8 social networking sites. How many? It is 8. N is equal to 8. Because n is equal to 8 and this is less than 30. So which distribution we will use? We will use t-test here. T-test we will use. So just calculate the what is given here. N is equal to 8 is given. And social networking has a mean of 13.1. That is the sample mean. 13.1. 13.1. Clear. The standard deviation means S, because this is simple standard deviation. Clear. Not the population standard deviation. So S is equal to 4.1. Find the 95% confidence. So what is the confidence level? 1 minus alpha. It is 95%. 95% means 0.95. So we can calculate alpha from here. What we need to calculate? Same type of question. Confidence interval we need to calculate for mean. But the problem here is, in this question we need to use t-test. In the previous question we were using z-test. Here we are using t-test. So when we are using test, so what we will do? Okay, let us clear the screen and type all values. N is equal to, what is the value of n? 8. X bar is equal to 13.1. 13.1. Okay. What is the third thing? It's S is equal to 4.1. You can call it sigma also, because sigma we know is the standard deviation. So in the R program, no need to remember whether it is population standard deviation or the sample standard deviation. You can denote it by sigma. So sigma is how much? 4.1. And ALPHA alpha is equal to how much? 1 minus 0.95. Correct? 0.95. Yes. So alpha is equal to 1 minus 0.95. Enter. Okay. Now what we need to calculate first? First we need to find the uh, critical value, or you can call it TALPHA, T alpha. Clear? So it is up to you how you are denoting it. TALPHA, T alpha is equal to. In the previous one it was Q norm. Here it will be QT. Bracket start. What is this? 1 minus ALPHA alpha by 2 and comma degree of freedom. What is the degree of freedom? Degree of freedom is n minus 1. Degree of freedom is always n minus 1. Enter. So if you calculate the value TALPHA, T alpha, so this is the value of T alpha for this question. So here, what you need to remember? First, you need to remember the QT. Another, you need to add here degree of freedom. DF is equal to n minus 1. This is the thing. Now, the next thing is coming. Find the error. Find the error for estimation. Okay. So error, what is the formula? Error is equal to TALPHA T alpha multiply SIGMA sigma divide SQRT bracket start and bracket close. This is, and if you calculate error, this is the error here. 3.42, like this. Okay. After calculating error, what is the next target? Next target is to find confidence interval. Find the confidence interval. So what is the confidence interval? Confidence interval for mean. So mu is equal to, what is this? X bar plus C bracket start minus E comma capital E bracket close. And if you find the value, this is the answer. Okay. Now, but we want to display the answer like I explained you in the previous question. This is okay. So if you see, this is the answer. This is the interval estimation for mean is this much. Clear? So here in the previous Z test and a T test. What is the difference? Only this is the difference. This line is the difference. Rest thing is same to same. There is no problem here. So here, what they are asking question, there are three question again they are asking. Number one, they may ask you the value of T alpha by 2, that is called critical value. The second, they can ask you the maximum possible error E, and the third thing they can ask you the confidence interval. Okay. So this is about the chapter number 4, interval estimation, R programming. Okay. Thank you very much.